Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Karki Gafari, and today I'm gonna be telling you guys a topic about Shirk. First of all, what is Shirk? What do you guys think about Shirk? Is it a bad deeds, a good deeds? Well, in Islam, we call it a dictator. Like, anyway, let's get into the slide. So, first one is there are two common types of Shirk. Shirk is divided into two types, but there are more than two types, which is the calling of the shirks, like Akbar and Asghar. That are the two things that are common in Islamic religion, like in Indonesia, Arab, even in Mecca, or even in Medina. There's a lot of people that does shirks, but the two most common things I'm gonna tell it to you guys. So next, the first shirk is the shirk asghar. Anyone know what is shirk asghar? Well, in Arabic, it is said that asghar is small. So you could say that shirk asghar is a small shirk that if you do it, it won't kick you out of Islam, but it would make you suffer in the afterlife. Next, here, shirk asghar is minor shirk. So as you can see in the text below, shirk asghar is equating something other than Allah. So like you do something for like you help your mother, your father, or anyone else, your family, I guess. For example, you help your mother wash your clothes. Well, there's someone watching you. You don't do it so that you could get something from Allah, but you wanna get praises by someone else. Maybe your neighborhood, your friends, or other. Uh, you want to get praises from them or anything else. You don't do it especially for Allah or doing good deeds for your mother. You did it so that you could get something or profit from it. And for another example is you read Quran and then you read it loudly so that someone could hear it. And you read it beautifully. And people started to hear you and then they would talk behind you about how good you are. And that's what you want. If that's what you want, then it is considered and grouped into Shirk Asghar. Shirk Asghar is not really that big of a bad deeds. It would only give you a sin for doing it, but in the afterlife, it won't be as easy as what it seems. So please don't do this. Just do something especially for Allah. Allah will give it to you doubly. Next. And the second one is Shirk Akbar. As you can see, in the previous one is Shirk Asgar, and you would probably know the second one. Yes, it's the biggest shirk, Shirk Akbar. Akbar in Arabic, if anyone is watching this and could speak Arabic or understand what is it, Akbar means big. So what big shirk means is that you're worshipping someone or something other than Allah. Like You pray for a statue or something and someone, whether it's an object, a human, or even a pig. What is a pig? Anyway, next. Let's get the next slide. So, Shirk Akbar is the greatest shirk in Islamic religion. So, in Islam religion, you can only uh, worship Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, who is the pinnacle of Islam. And maybe not a lot of you realize this, but Shirk Akbar, if you do it once in Islam, there's a saying that you would instantly get kicked out of Islam for doing this deed, bad deed. And let me explain it a little bit detail. Shirk Akbar is is doing something like worshipping, praying to others, or something other than Allah. Like you worship an object, uh, maybe like you worship a statue. That's commonly did in Buddha or Hindu. But if you do it in Islam, it's equivalent to not trusting Allah exists. And if you don't think that Allah exists, it means that you're not an Islam religion. And let's just read this text then. Shirk Akbar, the biggest shirk or the greatest shirk is to make partners other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is worshipped and obeyed as the same worshipping and obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you worship Allah, I mean when you worship an object or something else, you worship it as like you're worshipping and obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Like you pray to the statue or or you wish something to the statue or wishing to something far more dangerous, which is a demon. So if you form a relationship with a demon, that's something that Allah would hate. And if you were to do it even once, there's no way to get back in Islam. If you want to go back to Islamic religion after you know how bad it is, you might have to do a taubat nasuha. That's how you say it in Indonesia. And taubat is not that easy. You have to do it very carefully. If you taubat once, but you repeat it, it's not. It doesn't mean taubat, but you're saying it like I did this, but I don't want it. I want to stop, but I don't have the courage. It's the same as if you have a gun, but you don't have ammunition. How are you gonna shoot it? That's how Taubat works. And I just want to say something that if you if you want to stay in Islam and go to heaven, maybe I don't really know, but there may be someone or some of us that doesn't go to heaven, even if we are in Islamic religion. It it doesn't state that if you are a Christian but you do a good deeds like Islam people, it doesn't mean that you're clearly Islam. Yeah, Christian. Good deeds comes with a benefit. It doesn't just say that if you do a good deeds, you won't get a praise or you won't get like a gift from someone. It may not come now or later, but it would come if you didn't get anything now or later. It may come in the afterlife, whether it's you're transferred to a better heaven. There's heaven, gates of heaven. So I guess that's it. And I'm encouraging you guys to not do shirk, whether it's just a small or a big shirk. It doesn't state that if you do shirk and then do sobat, it doesn't state that you would stop. But if you have a courage to do it, it means you have to. It means that you have to. Uh, you don't. You're not allowed to complain that if you're in the afterlife and then you're sent to hell, wishing to go back to your world. There's nothing like that. You do something once, you have to feel the burden of doing it. Maybe that's it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.